What is up, YouTube? Dottz Gaming here today with a Legion PvP guide for you guys. So I'm going to be going over gearing for PvP. There's a lot of confusion going on with it. What's the best way? What should I do? What should I focus on? And with the PvP season starting in a week, there's just, a lot of questions going around. And I'm going to cover the best way to get geared for PvP in the upcoming season and what your priority should be when gearing up. This isn't some, super mega secret way off of a website or something. This is just what I did and what I personally went through. And I went from level 108 to level 110, 811 eye level in like 2 days. So that's how fast it was for me. And I'm still working on gearing. I'm not even close to being done because, there's so much to do in Legion. It's been really awesome. But I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing to gear up for the upcoming PvP season. So, I'm going to start off with your 3 priorities when you're gearing. Number 1 is your artifact weapon. Number 2 is your honor talents. And number 3 is your gear. And when I go over gear, I'll also tell you how to gear up. So, your artifact weapon, the most important thing by far. It will increase your eye level. It will increase your damage. It is by far the most important thing that you need to work on. So you want to get as much artifact power and unlock as many traits as possible to level up your weapon before the season starts. You also want to get the highest eye level relics in the sockets that are, into the sockets of your weapon. What their effects are do not matter. The effects don't take effect in PvP. They don't work. But the eye level of those relics, those count in PvP towards your weapon eye level, therefore it counts to the overall damage that you do. So don't worry about what effects they have, only worry about the eye level. You also want to make sure to finish your Order Hall campaign in order to unlock the 3rd relic slot because it will give you a huge eye level boost, therefore a huge damage boost. The second thing you want to focus on is your honor talents. You want to get your honor level up to whatever levels needed for the talents that you're going to use. So for me, for example, currently I'm only honor level 10. So I have the first tier, the first column unlocked, excuse me. But I don't plan on really using much from the 3rd column. I may use sparring against melee cleaves, but for the most part, I'm only going to be pulling from these first 2 columns. So for me, I only want to get to honor level 28, possibly 34. So I mean, obviously I'm going to get to honor level 50, but while I'm doing the initial process, I'm going to stop at like 28, 34-ish for me, and then move on to focusing more on my gear eye level, like I said. So what I recommend that you do is, figure out what talents you need for your class from the honor tree, get up to that level, and then stop and move on to your gear. So how much gear do I think you really want going into the season? Preferably, you would want to reach at least 820, 825 eye level. So why do I say that? Well, for me to go off that is like the acceptance eye level to get into mythic dungeons. It's also only a it's only a 2.5% to 3% overall damage between being like 820, 825 to someone who's in full 850 gear. It's really not that much. So being that it's only such a small fraction between being 820 and being full geared, that is why I think that your artifact weapon and your honor talents take a lot more precedence than your gear, your overall character gear. But like I said, when you get to the point that you really want to start getting a lot of gear and you want to start gearing up, you want to do this stuff. So first thing is world quests. So you got to go through the different zones, and you should see all these quests pop up once you've completed all of the major quest chains for the zones. And the first thing you want to do is do these world quests for gear and for artifact power while queuing for regular dungeons. So you see this one that is a trinket. It's an 815 plus trinket. I'm going to go do that world quest to get that trinket. So when you first ding 110, that is going to be the most important thing because almost every piece is going to be an upgrade. So you want to get gear from the world's quests and artifact power, like I said, while queuing for regular dungeons. Always, always, always do these chest unlocks. You want to complete 4 world quests in Suramar. So I'm going to go complete 4 world quests in Suramar to get this chest because this chest has a chance to drop up to a legendary piece of gear, which is like some ridiculously high level. I think it's like 890 something, I want to say. I could be wrong. But you want to do these chests, you want to get those, and you want to unlock them. You also want to upgrade your class hall pieces to 830. You can basically do that for free. It costs honor hall resources, but I don't know about you guys. I've been rolling in honor hall resources, so for me, I took my 810 pieces and upgraded them to 830, and it gave me a huge boost in my eye level. So you want to get to eye level 810. That's the first major benchmark, because then you unlock heroics. And once you unlock heroics, you want to queue for heroics while, doing your world quests. And if there's no world quest that you really can do, go do Suramar. You'll get a lot of artifact power from Suramar. So if there's no world quest that give you gear or AP, go to Suramar and go do Suramar while queuing for, like I said, your regular dungeons or your heroics. Now, some of you might be wondering why I'm not recommending PvP for gearing. Personally, I have found it to be very unreliable, and I have gotten very, very bad results from trying to PvP from gear. I think I've gotten one piece of gear from PvP. Also, the artifact power amounts that you get are terrible, so you'd really be better off questing in Suramar and doing world quests to get your artifact power and to get your item drops than queuing for PvP, which I think that needs to be changed, but that's a different topic for a different time. So, to summarize, focus on your artifact weapon, get up to whatever honor level you need, and then gear up. Preferably by the time the season drops, you want to be 820, 825. Now that's if you're trying to bum rush the start of the season. If you're trying to get ready as quick as possible for the start of the season. Obviously, if you want to wait until you have your stuff more fleshed out, you can do that. But this is for someone who wants to quickly gear up as fast as possible and be playing Arena on day one, because that's my plan. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same plan. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video to come. I have a lot of WoW content ready to go. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on this stuff in the next couple days. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Any questions, leave a comment below. Like this video, subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Dottz Gaming. Have a great day.